Hey everybody, Shelbasaur here with a video to pretty much just tell you what's going on with me, so like an update. I'm going to also do a little top 10 in a little bit, like a second or two. I just want to kind of tell you guys where I'm at and like why. I mean, there's not much viewers, so I'm not really, gonna, not blah 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 blah. Basically, I've been working a lot, well, 5 days, and it's always like it's 3 and 10, so that's like the time I want to record videos. I sleep till late, and then I get up, go to work, and come home, and I'm tired, and I don't want to do anything, and then I'm already getting in a lazy mood, getting ready for bed. So, I haven't been able to record as much. It is my days off, and I was going to record some more today, but I was dealing with my car, and my brother came over, so I've been dealing with that, and doing with that, and whatever I just said. And I've been playing some Arkham Knight because I just got it, and this is the first day I can actually, spend some time on it. Fun game. And it's funny, I got the pre-order bonus, and I got it from Walmart. And Walmart always gives me pre-order bonuses. I never have to pre-order anything. It's really nice. Um, but anyways, I got some money. I got paid, so I'm able to buy a few games on Steam. I got some game I've never really heard of, and I'm gonna try it out. It looks kind of fun. And I got another game which you guys, I'm sure everybody knows by now, but I've never got to play it, and so we'll see how it goes. My phone's going off. Hi. Anyways, I yeah, I'm going to be playing more. I'm going to record some more tomorrow, so I have tomorrow off, and I'm going to. In my videos, I've been a little lackluster in terms of emotions, and like haven't been able to I just don't feel more interactive and more kind of out of there because I've been kind of just like, oh man, this sucks. Yep, up and down again. I haven't been, you know, I'm just so used to like hiding my emotions that I just hard to get it out. So I'm gonna try and make the videos a little more fun and more kind of in your face, and I'm gonna show more emotions. If I'm scared, I'm just gonna straight up scream because I used to think, cause I'm not good with horror games, but I try to hide my horror by just kind of, avoiding horror, I guess. But, I wanted to show you guys myself and blah, blah, blah. This is stupid. So, yeah, I got more money, I got games now to play. I'm still playing some Flash games. I'm going to try and do more in Fair Mario. Um, I stopped at 6, and I kind of got pissed off I couldn't beat that level, but I've had about a week now, so I think I can do another go, and if I can't beat it this time, then I guess I'm done. Alright, so I'm going to move on right now to the top 10 list that I was going to do, um, just because you guys might be interested. This time I'm going to do a top 10 levels slash worlds list. So what I mean by that is the settings, kind of like this maybe the game takes place in a city that's really cool, or maybe it's just a specific level. Like, oh, this level has snow, and this is really good. I don't know. You guys will get it. So I'm just gonna start it off, and got my list here. So if you see me look, I keep looking down because I keep looking at it. So I'm gonna start with number 10, which is from Super Mario 64, being Lethal Lava Land. Um, I the two things I love most about scientific kind of stuff, the science things, the things I learned in science, were volcanoes and space. And so volcanoes and lava, I always thought lava was really cool. It was like some fire, but it was liquid. It was something really cool to me. It always fascinated me. So I think this was the first game that I played that had lava in it, and it was so cool. And I always thought it was funny when Mario jumped into the lava and he jumps, like, he's just bouncing around and just burning, he's holding his ass, and I always thought that was hilarious. But I really liked it. And you get to jump inside the volcano, and there's a bigger world in there, and you gotta climb to the top. And I really love that kind of stuff. And most games, there's not a lot of games that have lava levels that I enjoy anymore, and it kind of saddens me. But I hear they're going to have one on Battlefront, and I'm looking forward to that game. So let's move on to the next one. Next one's going to be the whole world of Red Dead, the West, or I don't know where it's played. I think it's somewhere in like Texas or something. I know there's like Mexico, and then there's Texas or something. I don't know how it was back in the day. Maybe I should have learned history better, or my maps, or whatever. I really liked it mostly because it just, I haven't really been with nature, and I've been mostly confined to my room and in my house in the city or town or city wherever the hell I'm at. I've only gone camping. Well, I used to go camping a lot as a kid, and then I stopped. And this game made me feel close to nature, even though it is a video game. It kind of doesn't really. It's weird, but it's so beautiful, like the trees and the wildlife and it just it's really cool and beautiful. Like you really feel like you're in a in different world, like or a similar world but different at the same time. I really liked it. I love like I would just travel on a horse, like in a horse, or even just do it on my foot, or on my feet, my 2 feet. I'd walk across the land and just kind of seeing everything, and hopefully not getting attacked by wild animals. But regardless, that again is it's a really beautiful place. All right, next one is Bespin from Battlefront, and this the floating platforms Bespin. There's two ones. There's Cloud City and there's floating platforms. Um, I really am a fan of like levels that take place up in the air to where you can push somebody off to their death or you fall off to your death. And if you've played games with me, you know that I happen to be a very suicidal gamer, and I will kill myself a lot, and I'll find fun ways. My favorite way is to do it by falling, so I'll jump off occasionally. And I will push people off, even if it's my team, just because I think it's hilarious. And it sucks. I am a horrible person to team with. Um, but there's so much fun moments I had in that game, or that level specifically. I had my friend who was sniping, and he had a close in. He couldn't see on his screen. He had it like close up, so he couldn't see his characters. So we were doing third person. I walked up behind him and kind of just, "Yoop," and his character just fell, and he couldn't see it. He just saw everything kind of rising up, and he's like, "What's going on?" He looked at my screen, saw that I was standing right where he was, and he died, and I laughed, and good memories. All right, next is another whole world, or whole game world, Skyrim. Uh, that is like Red Dead. It's a very beautiful place, and there's so much to explore. And I still probably haven't even explored all of it. There's so much to it, and I put a lot of hours in that game, so it's not a lack of I haven't played it enough. There's too much to it, and you know, uh, a lot of people are probably wondering, like, why don't I put Fallout? I like Fallout a lot too. Um, Between the two, I always like Skyrim more because it was more alive. Like Fallout's is all dead and destroyed, but I mean they do have landmarks that are from our world, so it's kind of cool to see how that would look in a post-apocalyptic area. God, that word just messed me up. But Skyrim is way more beautiful. There's more life, and it doesn't. It's not like this gross green and gross brown colors. Skyrim's got the blue skies, and when it's dark, the space is beautiful, and you got the trees, and you got the snow, and it's very beautiful. I love it, and I love exploring it. Next one. I probably should be doing a countdown, huh? I'm like just saying next one. All right, sorry about that. Number 6, Mount Olympus from God of War. I'm a big fan of Greek mythology, so Mount Olympus is always a cool idea to me. Being in this palace that's on top of a mountain, and like I know the mountain's not as big as like Mount Everest or anything, but like in most of the media for Mount Olympus, it's always like there's millions of feet in the air, and it's so far up, it's miles and miles up, and taller than any mountain ever. And you got this nice palace, and like the way that it looked in God of War was really cool. Like, well, at least the third one. The first one is like just entirely gold or something, and I don't like gold that much of a color. Like it could be good on some things, but not too much, and that was too much. But the third one had gold, but it had other colors, and it just looked really cool. I liked it. Number 5 is another Super Mario 64 game, Bomb Battlefield, and it's mostly for a nostalgic thing. Being the first level, I love the tune, and it's the first level you go to, so you see, I love the bomb-ombs. They're really cool. Um, so, I mean, that's really all I have to say is nostalgia. That's the main reason why I would put that on my list. So I'm just going to move on to number 4, which is Shambhala from Uncharted 2. Um, to be honest, I'm not sure why I like it so much. It's like maybe it's because it's a mythical place, and I love the unmythical places. And my phone's going to go off again in a second, I can tell. Yep. I'm getting text left and right. Um, Shambhala is a mystical place, and I think it's really cool. And um, of course, it's got those giant blue dudes protecting the place, and they're scary. But just it looks like a beautiful place, and I don't know. So number 3 is going to be the City of Rapture from Bioshock. I love Rapture. I mean, like the whole idea behind it. I know that probably Underwater City wouldn't work so well, but I'd love to visit one if we ever had one. I know they're making some kind of like hotel or something where the rooms are underwater or something. It was like a couple years ago, and I don't know what has happened with that. Unless I was just like hearing a bunch of crap and it just whatever. So you got Rapture, which underwater city. I mean, if you take out all the crazy people and the drugs and whatever, like a city underwater, that's so cool. I mean, you got the tunnels, and you can see all the sea life, and just I don't know. That's a lot of people would agree, though. I know a lot of people love the city Rapture. Number two is the Forbidden Land from Shadow Colossus, and it's because Shadow Colossus is one of my favorite games. Nostalgia is also part of it. I really love it. It's probably I think for the PS2 is one of the biggest maps that I know of. I'm not like for PS2. I'm not gonna say because I know somebody's gonna be like PC had this infinite fucking map that goes across the world because PC Master Race. Um, I I really this was for PS2. I believe is one of the biggest maps. I know GTA had a big map. GTA what was it 3? I don't know how big that map was compared to this. Actually, I don't think it was even near that big. I think Forbidden Island was like one of the biggest maps on the PS2 that I know of, and there, there wasn't much enemies in the game. It was just, when I first played it, I didn't know to kill the first Colossus. I didn't know where the beam of light thing where it gathers to where you're supposed to go. I was just like, oh look, my sword glows. I'm just gonna run and try and find enemies. And I went through probably about half the map before I figured it out. And while I was running around, it was very beautiful. You had these there's random areas that they really have no purpose. They're just there, like little crevices, and um, there's like all these little shortcuts to take, or shortcuts, or like, well, no, more like detours, and to get to other colossus and colossi, and it's very beautiful. And you got little geckos running around. You got these trees, and you got these mountains that you can climb. Is really cool, and of course nostalgia plays a part. So I was gonna rate that high regardless of what it probably was. And then number one, not too recent, but kind of recent, Columbia from Bioshock Infinite. And one of the reason I love the Bioshock the Bioshock games is because their worlds are so beautiful. I don't even care about the story or the characters or anything. Like just the levels themselves made me already want to play the game. Like I didn't know much about Rapture, or I mean, Bioshock 1 and 2. I had somebody buy it, and I borrowed it from them, and I played it. And wow, I didn't even know that there was an underwater city. Like I heard that I just saw gameplay of it, and I just thought I was like, oh, that's like it's like a sewer or something. Of course, I was young and I wasn't even purely paying attention because I was like, it's probably a game I don't care about. Columbia, as soon as I first this is before I even played Bioshock. Cause I played Bioshock after or Infinite was announced, and as soon as I saw the trailer for it on a video, somebody was talking about things they like, and they're like, oh, by the way, the new trailer, and I saw it, and I was very interested. It was like, oh, City in the Sky, and like I said, for the Bespin thing, I love high places. I love blimps, and I love being in plains and just or high mountains. So Columbia was a perfect fit. It was a floating city, like a literal city that was floating. So how badass is that? And they have blimps too, So or zeppelins or whatever they like to call them in that. I guess blimp is. Never mind. I'm sorry. I meant zeppelins, um, or blimps or both. I like both. I really like the city. It's so beautiful, and you can get lost in it. And the whole city is pretty much alive at this time. Like but Bioshock 1 and 2, you're in Rapture and everything's dead, and the only things that are alive are crazy people trying to kill you. But in Infinite, there's actually like, especially at least for the first half of the game, there's so much people, and you feel like you're a part of the world. And they have little like carnival thing going on, and they have people singing, and you can see people cleaning their doorsteps, and there's it's so alive. And like Skyrim to Fallout, I like Skyrim more because it was more alive than Fallout, which was dead, and they had some people trying to survive, and the same thing goes for this. In Rapture, everybody was just crazy and wanted to kill you, and then in Columbia, I mean that was the case. People were still trying to kill you, but you know, Columbia it's way more beautiful to me. It's a high place. I love higher places. I don't like being this low. The underwater city's cool, but I'd rather be in a floating city though. Because I guess if I was to die, I'd rather fall to my death than drown. So, of course, I know the whole science behind Columbia. The only problem I see with being that high up is the breathing problem. That's the only thing I saw weird about that. Because you think being that high up, the oxygen wouldn't be so great. But if that wasn't a factor, hell yeah, Columbia. I'd probably choose it anyways over Rapture. But okay, so that was my top 10 list. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be playing more games soon. And I'm really hoping to get a capture for the the game consoles. I just can't talk today. I would love to get that and be able to record. I have tons of games I would love to play, and I already have ideas for those, but we'll see how that goes. I'm just gonna stick with some games that I'm gonna be playing one tonight or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, but it doesn't matter because I'll be recording it or probably uploading it tomorrow. So regardless, I'm gonna have a video of some kind tomorrow. I don't know what it was. I probably will play another. I might play more on Fire Mario tonight. I'm not 100% sure, but the other games probably tomorrow. I might test one. No, you know what? I'm just my first experience. I'm just gonna have it recorded, just so it'd be more interesting for you guys. So, anyways, this video is already too long, so I hope you guys have a great night, and I will be hopefully being able to upload a video by around 12 o'clock a.m. or p.m. Every day, if possible. Um, I just need to make sure I wake up and then post it, and then that way I can go to work and come back, maybe see people who liked it or not. I don't know. So good night. I will talk to you guys later. Bye. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing.